Good evening, everybody. This is Margaret from Alabama Prepper. Hope everybody is having a blessed Sunday. It has been good for us so far. Uh, got up this morning, fixed dinner like I always do, went to church, came home. Uh, Me and my husband went ahead and eat. I had some that came in a little later. I've got one that's sick, and anyhow, they came and got plates. Uh, it has been a wet Sunday. It has been a wet week. I went out to the garden Thursday afternoon, picked two 5-gallon buckets of peas and a 5-gallon bucket and a half of butter beans. Haven't been able to get back in the garden. It has rained so much here. I bet you we've got 5 inches. It's just everything is wet. I'm hoping that I can get up in the morning and go back to the garden and at least finish the butter beans. They say we have a 60% chance of rain every day this week, so that's gonna make it hard. But you can only do what you can do. I'll be fixing something tomorrow. I have my family; they come in and out. So anyhow, try to have food so everybody can have something to eat when they come in. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what I heard in church this morning. Oh, got there a little bit early this morning because it was just raining cats and dogs. So we thought we would beat one of the showers, so we went a little bit early. This elderly lady was there. She's in her late 70s, and I'm telling you, she is just an inspiration. That lady has got out in her garden this year, and she has picked peas and she's picked butter beans, and I hope I hope when I get her age I can pick them, because broke my hip in 2017. Like I said in one of my videos, I had a greenhouse. I went out one Sunday after church, and we had ate dinner and went out to go in the greenhouse and got tumbled up and fell and broke my left hip. Had to have surgery. I still didn't get along good. Had to go back in June, and they had to go in and redo everything. So it has kind of limited me on a lot of stuff that I do. So picking butter beans has been one of them. But anyhow, this lady told me, she said, I've heard this week that our food source is really going to get bad by the last of this year. And she said, I hear that it's going to be that way for a year and a half, at least a year and a half. She said, I don't know what all we put up. I haven't counted it. But she said, I think we're looking for some bad times. And I told her, yeah, I believe that too. I believe that we're fixing to see some really hard times, harder than we have ever seen in our lifetime. I know there's been recessions. Used to hear my mother-in-law when she was alive talk about how hard it was. But people, we're more intelligent. We have more to work with now. And there's so many ways that we can get prepared for this. Don't have the attitude, well, somebody will feed me, or there'll be free food, and and I've said this before, I know that a lot of people get food stamps. I have nothing against food stamps because I believe a lot more people need food stamps. But what if the food ain't there? What if you get plenty of food stamps and the food's not there? The food's not there to buy. You know, we're hearing, I heard one, I can't remember if it was YouTube or where I heard it, but they said that upstate, up north, they're having to get rid of their beef because they can't afford the feed to feed them. They're having to get rid of them, and they're not going to have the beef to supply people with because they can't afford to feed them. I believe we're fixing to be into a hard time. What we are getting is going up so high. I buy very little beef. Very little beef. We hunt, my family hunts during the winter, and we have a lot of deer meat, and I try to can it in different ways. If I run across chickens that's on sale, I will buy the whole chickens and I smoke them. I put them in my freezers. That's what we had for dinner today. 2 weeks ago, I went and bought 6 hens, and I put them on the smoker and smoked them. And I let them cool, and when they cool, I took them and wrapped them and put them in the freezer. Well, I took 2 of them out today and heated it up, and that's what we had for dinner. I went 3 weeks ago to our Pick and Save, and they had the Boston Butts on sale. If you bought a large pack, they had Boston Butts on sale for $2.19 a pound, which is good because they're running almost $4 a pound in our grocery stores right now. And I bought 1 pack of them, and 1 pack of them weighed about 30 pounds. I came home and I made 6 Boston Butts. It was a 2 package. You got 2. If you bought it, you bought 2 Boston Butts. They were so big. I came home. I cut each Boston Butt up into 3 Boston Butts. I put them on my smoker and I smoked them. And whenever I took them off the smoker, I put them in aluminum foil, let them cool down, and put them in my freezer. So on Sundays or a special occasion, I can go take me a Boston Butt out, thaw it out, heat it up, and I have my food. But we buy very little beef. The only beef we buy is maybe some ground beef. We're not big steak eaters. Can't afford a prime roast. Buy about the only roast that we really like is chuck roast, but we haven't had one of those in quite a while. But you know, meat is getting so high. If you have access to a pressure canner, my advice to you was buy you up some meat, can it, but be sure you look at a canning book. Make sure you go by all the guidelines. Make sure you don't want any botulism or anything like that. But there's so many things that you can do to get ready for what we are about to experience. Like I say in my previous videos, I believe by October we're really going to start hurting. We had a Memorial Friday afternoon that we went to, and one of the aunts that was there was from Pensacola. She said she had went to her local Walmart that week, or the day before the memorial, and she said that the shelves were bare. She said, I just could not believe how bare the shelves were. It's coming, people. I mean, it's coming. We're seeing a little bit of it now, but we're fixing to see a lot of it. And I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm 70 years old, almost 70 years old, and I've never seen prices like they are right now. I've never seen, you just go to the grocery store and look at things, and I'm just shocked at how much everything's going up. But, I know that it's costing more to produce it, it's costing more for the truckers to go and get it and deliver it. The grocery stores are having to pay the truckers more, so the grocery stores are going up too. I believe we're in for some hard times, and my advice to you is start doing everything you can do. I mean, if there's cans that's on sale, there's nothing wrong with cans. If you can't, if you're not in a position where you can, buy you some stuff. Buy your flour. I believe our flour meal is going to really become short, because from what I understand, the majority of our meal and our flours and all are come from Russia and Ukraine. And I'm buying mine up. I'm putting it in freezer bags and I'm sticking it in my freezer. Of course, I use a lot of it too. But I'm trying to get me some flour and sugar. There's so many food plants that's burning up. I heard somebody say the other day there's an average of 22 food plants that's already been destroyed in the United States or worldwide. Have you ever heard of so many food plants being destroyed? It's unreal. It is unreal. I have a family, me and my husband, we can live off very little as far as food, but I worry about my family. I try to do everything I can so I'll be prepared to help my family out whenever they need help. But I just wanted to share with y'all what I think, what I feel. You don't have to listen to me, but people, I believe we're fixing to hit some hard times. And from what I can understand, it's going to be here for a while. It's not going to be short-lived. So, anyhow, thank you so much for watching my videos. And thank you so much for all the subscribers that I have got. It is such a blessing to me. I enjoy doing videos. I have a lot more videos that I want to put out there. We have been so busy in the garden till we just about ain't had turning around time. But I have a lot of videos that I've got that I'm getting ready that I want to post. But please take heed. Do what you can. Don't wait, because nobody's going to take care of you. There's nobody out there that's going to be there's not going to be any free food. There's going to be a very limit on food. So do what you can. Take heed and do what you can. And I do hope y'all have the rest of the day. Have a very blessed Sunday. That if you need rain, that you will get rain. If you have a heat wave, I pray that the heat would subside. And just thank the Lord for all the blessings, because He is so good to us. Thank you so much for watching me, and I love each and every one of y'all, and y'all have a blessed day.